So now let's start with our page 1, guys. This is what we are going to use as our page 1. We set this aside on the previous part of the tutorial, and we had 3 pieces of pre-cuts that we cut. So the first piece is going to be left FO, that is LFO, and that measured 4 3/4 inch by 6 inches, okay? And we laid this, let's check out our scoreboard. We laid this on our scoreboard so that it is 4 3/4 inch across, and we scored it at 4 1/4 inch and at 4 3/8 inch, okay? So first is 4 1/4 and second is 4 3/8, okay? The same way we had another 4 3/4 by 6 inch piece which we labeled right FO, okay? So we laid this in our scoreboard so that it is 4 3/4 inch across, and our first score line was at 4 1/4 and the second one was at 4 3/8, okay? And we also had 2 by 6 inch trim, okay? 2 by 6 inch trim for page 1, okay? So that's all as of now, guys. Let's set our scoreboard aside and let's take out our right FO and just fold on our score lines and burnish that down really good, okay? So like this, burnish this down, fold on both our score lines, guys. So once you fold your score lines like this, you will have an inner score line and an outer score line, okay? So you have to fold on the outer score line like this, okay? And take out your base page and just hook it right back behind like this, okay? Hook this right back behind. It will be same as the base page, guys, because both measure 6 inches. Now open this up and apply glue and glue that down, okay? Like this. If you feel that your paper is slipping, please realign, guys, because if it is crooked, then your fold out will not work properly. So glue this down really good and burnish this down. I am done gluing mine down. Now flip this over and push back on your other score line, okay? So that when you do this, you will feel that the page, the paper is flat on the right side, okay? So this is our right FO, guys. Now let's take out our left FO and fold it, okay? And burnish it down really good. So I am done folding mine, guys. Again, the same way, there will be an inner score line and an outer score line. So fold on the outer score line and just, it's okay if your letterings are upside down, and just put this back behind, line this up with the other fold out you see here, and flip this over and glue this down, okay? Now once you have glued this down, again push back on your other score line and feel that your paper is flat this side, okay? Now let's erase the pencil mark so that we don't get turned around here. So now I am done erasing mine. So the next thing that we are going to do is, let's find the paper for both these sides, okay? So in your scrap pile, you will find this piece which measures 12 inches by, I think, 4 inches. Yeah, 4 inches. So now measure over 6 inches and cut right in the middle, okay? So you would have 2 pieces which measures 6 inches by 4 inches, okay? Now let's first open this up and place one down 1/8 inch away from the score lines here. Sorry, guys, there was a miscut. Now take these 2 pieces. This would be 6 inches across. Measure over 5 3/4 inch and cut, okay? 5 3/4 inch. So now this is what you should have. 2 pieces, that is 5 3/4 inch tall by 4 inches, okay? Now when you place this down here, it would be a good fit, leaving you a 1/8 inch border all around. You can see your score line, second score line here, guys. So you should be 1/8 inch away from that score line, okay? Now apply glue and glue this down here, and this piece will be glued down here, okay? Leaving a 1/8 inch border all 4 sides, okay? Stay away from your score line here, okay? So I have glued mine down, guys. Now let's close this up. The first one, right fold out, and the second one is left. And then in your reserves, you will find this piece where your roses are down here. It looks very beautiful. Now, looking at it like this, so that your roses are on the left side, measure over 5 3/4 inch and cut. Now flip this over so that your roses are here on your right side. Measure over 5 3/4 inch and cut, okay? So this is what you should have, guys. You see this rose, 2 little roses here. Just glue this down towards your left side, okay? Leaving a 1/8 inch border all around, okay? Stay clear from your score line here. Only on the left side. Do not glue on the other side, guys. Only on the left side, okay? So mine is down, guys. Before gluing this down, we need a magnet, but as you can see, we don't have much place to place the magnet and then glue this down. So let's get into our paper pack. in your element sheet you will find this window kind of element. Now let's cut out and around only that window element. Okay, do not damage any other elements, guys, because we need only the window stuff. Okay, just cut out and around this piece here. Okay, so as you can see, this is the best I could do. Now before gluing this down, let's take out one of our magnets. You see the roses on your left, just turn this upside down, and here are the roses. Here are the roses. This place at the edge, just place a blob of glue and just place this magnet. Now look into your white cardstock pile for any piece of white cardstock which will fit around this frame, and just glue this down and cut out and around this. Okay, so that you will have a white cardstock to hide this magnet behind. Okay, so I am done backing mine up. As you can see, I have this white paper here. Now just take this, and you see the middle line going on here. Take out your glue and just behind this place apply glue like this. Your magnet is towards your left side, so apply glue only to the middle part here and just glue this down like this right in the middle. Okay, now open this up and burnish this down. Make sure the glue doesn't seep out. Okay, now I have glued mine down. Take out the mate for the magnet and just place on it. Okay, now put a glob of glue on the middle of the magnet and just close this up. Line this if you're not even. Now just press. Okay, press it so that you'll have a glue residue here. Now glue on the magnet goes to the glue on the paper. Okay, now place this piece here and just make sure it latches. Okay, now you can see, as you can see, this print is going this way, so apply glue and glue this down so that your print you can read the word here. Okay, so I have glued mine down and mine are latching. Now let's open this up. In your pre-punched doily sheets you will find this doily. Now we are going to create a tuck area. I am planning to place it here. So now apply glue on the bottom and a little bit on the side like this. Okay, and just place this down here. Okay, let me just give you an example. So tuck this back behind and you can see that it won't fall down. Okay, so for this area at the end of the tutorial you can add some of the decorative paper, or else you can write something or sentiment or something here. Okay, so now let's close this up and then let's take out our flowers. Okay, take one of the smaller flowers here, apply glue to the back and just glue this on the center here. Okay, now we had a 2 inches by 6 inches trim. Okay, now let's get into the Flamaware leafy borders here. Okay, take out the second largest die here. Okay, and then let's take out our trim piece, and from the side here take out your pencil also and mark 1/4 of an inch here. Okay, this is where you're going to place your plate, and just make sure this is straight. I'm going to tape this down. Now make sure you're centered from side to side and run this through your die cutter. Okay, so now after running through the die cutter, this is what you should have. Now take out your scissors and you see the edge of the paper here. Just cut this so that you will have a trim piece like this. Okay, and do the same for this side also. Okay, so this is what you should have. Now take out your trimmer and trim this so that beneath your trim you will have only 1/4 of an inch hanging over. Okay, so this is what yours should look like. Now apply glue to this white part and let me show you what to do, guys. Apply a considerable amount of glue and you see the right fold out here. Just glue this down at the edge. Okay, so that the white part is no longer visible. Okay, like this. Now glue this down really good and burnish this down. So now when closed, this is what you should look like, and when you open, there's a beautiful trim here and a tuck area here. Okay, now next let's cut pieces of bling to fit top and bottom. Okay, so this is what mine looks like, guys. So I've cut 2 pieces of lace that fits top and bottom, but I am going to apply glue only to the I think 1/4 of an inch this side and the other side, because if you want to insert a picture, paste a picture, you can just sliding it back here. Okay, for example, maybe like this. Okay, so this side also a 1/4 inch glue and then glue that down. Okay, so now your page 1 is done, guys. This is a relatively heavy page, so we are gonna flip this over. Take out our red tacky tape. This is a transparent tape, guys. So let's take this out and let me tell you how to place this. Okay, I am using the 1/4 inch, guys. At first it would be a little difficult to work with, but it is a very strong double-sided tape, guys. So it once it's down, it won't come apart. So just go around the paper, all 4 sides of your papers. Okay, let me show you mine once I'm done. Okay, so once you've gone around like this, all 4 sides, just place one right in the middle. Okay, and clip this off. Then I think 2 on either sides will be good. And if you want, you can apply some glue in between all of these. Okay, so now after placing all your tacky tapes, take out your bone folder and just burnish this down really good. You will see that the color changes because of the air that's getting out. Okay, if the air gets caught underneath, in time it will dry out and the pages will start lifting. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So just burnish this down really good, and after burnishing this down, we'll place this together on our book. Okay, so let me burnish this down, guys. So as you can see, I am done burnishing mine down. Now let's take out our album here. Let's open this up. This side is going to be our page 1. Now make sure you are looking the page in the correct way. Now when you place this, you will place this centered from top to bottom and from side to side. Okay, make sure that you don't go over your edge. And let's first remove our tacky tape backing, guys. Let me show you. Let me remove. So I am done taking my backing off. Now let me just apply a little bit of glue in the middle of all these. Okay, just a little bit. You don't need much, guys, because the tacky tape will hold really good. Just a little bit. Now let's flip this over and just place this centered from top to bottom and side to side. Once it's down, guys. So place this correctly. Now just open this up, take out your bone folder and just press this down really good so that the tape grabs. Let me just take this out and I'll burnish this down really good. So once this down, it is down and it won't come up. So as you can see, it is not going to come up. So this is our first page, guys. Now let's move on to the second page here. Okay, so for our second page, we will be using this one, this print, exactly similar to the last one, which for the page 1 that we used. Now we had 2 P-cuts which measures 4 1/4 inch by 7 inches, and we labeled it side pocket. And we actually had 4 pieces, guys. The second one is 2.5 inches by 6 inches and we labeled it trim. The third one was side small pocket, and that was 1 3/4 inch by 6 inches. And for that we also had a trim which measures 2 inches by 5 1/8 inch. Okay, and we labeled it trim. So the first thing which we need is, let's first die cut our trims out. So let us flip this over so that our writing is not visible. Now let's get into the regal borders and pockets, and we need this plate and the top plate. So let's take out this piece and this piece which fits around this bracket. Okay, let's take out the trim which we had, and let's place this piece down, centering from side to side, and placing this piece on top, and let's run this through our die cutting machine. Okay, make sure it's even from this side to this side, guys, and run this through our die cutting machine. So after running it through your die cutter, this is what yours should look like. Now mine just came off. So now let's clip this from the side, okay, evenly. If you want to put this through your paper trimmer, you can do it. Now let's take out our side pocket here. It should be 7 inches wide. Now just place this so that it is straight like this, and first your white paper should be showing, and bring this so that your white paper is no longer showing. Okay, we'll clip this off in a while, guys, but make sure you're centered from side to side. Apply glue to the back and glue that down like how I told you so. Okay, after gluing this down, this is what yours should look like. Now trim off the excess which is showing. Okay, after trimming off the excess, this is what yours should look like. Now let's take out our base page. So this is our left side. Now apply glue to just 1/4 of an inch on the side, left side. Okay, make sure it is only 1/4 of an inch. Now take out your piece. Let me just turn this around so that it will be easier for me. Now place this so that it is even from side to side, so that your trim is matching on both sides, and glue this down. Okay, flip this over and just burnish this down really good. If you want, you can use a tacky tape also, guys. Make sure it doesn't move around. Okay, now flip this over. You see the overhangs here. Just fold this like this and glue this down. Okay, do it for this side also. Just fold this over and glue this down. Okay, now I have glued mine down. If you flip this over, you will see that it is a good size pocket where you can stuff your picture mats inside it. Okay, so now let's find out paper for this. In your scrap pile, you will find this print here. Looking at it so that it is 12 inches across, measure over 6 inches and cut right in the middle. Okay, so if you place one of these here, it should be a good fit. If you have to trim a little off, you can, but you will have a good wide border this side. Okay, so if this is a good fit for you, just apply glue to the back and glue this down. So after gluing yours down, this is what yours should look like. Now let's take out our lace. Take out this lace and measure from top to bottom and glue this down. Okay, so I have also glued 3 hard crystals here. Now let's take out our side pocket and also our scoreboard. Okay, let's place this so that it is 6 inches across, and let's score at 1/2 inch, 5.5 inches, and at a half. Okay, for now 1/2 inch. Okay, and let's just you see the score lines would have made a square here. Let's just cut on those score lines. Okay, like this on both sides. Okay, now fold on these score lines. This is just a small little pocket, guys. Okay, where you can tuck in some tags or even picture mats is fine. So once you pull this inside, apply a little amount of glue here. Okay, on both sides, and just flop this over. Okay, so now you will have a small little pocket. Okay, now apply glue to the 3 sides and glue this down at the bottom. Okay, make sure your pocket is towards your right side, and just place this here. Okay, and burnish this down really good. It is drying. Take out your 2 inch by 5 1/8 inch trim and just flip this over. Now let's get into the ornate borders and pockets die, and we are going to take this die, so the top plate and the middle plate. Okay, now let's place this evenly side to side and make sure we are straight from top and bottom, and tape this and run this through our die cutter. Okay, so this is what you should have, guys. Now cut this from the side. If you want, you can put this through your paper trimmer, but I am just gonna go for it. Just trim this up, and now take out your page and just make sure you fit from side to side. If you are hanging over a little bit, just trim off that, okay? Now apply glue to this white part and just glue this down right on this white pocket here, okay? In your paper pack, you will find this element sheet. Now let's just divide up all these trims, okay? These two trims, okay? Let me show you guys. So let me just set this aside. And the first trim measures, I think, 1.5 inches, maybe 1 5/8 inch. Let's just go 1 5/8 inch, okay? 1 5/8 inch, and then cut, okay? And then let's measure over 1 1/4 inches, okay? And cut 1 1/4 inches and cut. Okay, put this back into your reserves. Now let's take out these prints and let's take this one and see whether we fit. Yes, I think it's a good fit. Now just mark with your pencil at the edge of the pocket here and trim it, okay? Apply glue to the back of this piece and glue this down. So I have also placed a heart here. So this is where you can fit in smaller picture mats and tags. This is a huge pocket for you, and this is also a huge pocket for you to fit in good size picture mats. Now let's flip this over and apply glue to the back of this, and let's take out our album so that we can place our second page in. So before applying glue, let me just show you how to place. So this is the page 1. Now I will put something back behind so that it will be visible for you guys. The edge will be visible for you guys. Now make sure your pocket is towards your right, and this is the hinge, guys. Here is the hinge. Now make sure that you are 1/8 inch away from the hinge mark, and 1/8 inch away from top to bottom, and 1/8 inch away from the trim here, okay? So now let me show you after applying glue. So I have applied glue. Now let me just place this so that I am 1/8 inch away from this side, and top to bottom, and from the trim. If you want, you can move further towards the trim, okay? Now burnish this down really good. So this is what our first two pages looks like, side to side, guys, okay? So now let's move on to the third page here, okay? So before moving on to page 3, I just wanted to place this beautiful, heart crystal in the middle of the butterfly here. So this is what mine looks like. The heart crystal just lightens it up, guys. So now let's move on to the page 3, okay?